welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you why now is the best time to buy a designer handbag and which ones to invest in. This is going to be a little bit different than my typical fashion videos, so just bear with me through a little bit of economics and math. I promise it will be worth it. There is a designer handbag at the end of this tunnel. And before we get started, what is your favorite designer handbag? Leave us a comment down below, tell us all what your favorite handbag is, and let's see if it ends up on the list of best designer handbags to invest in. I know you're wondering why now is the best time to buy a designer handbag, so let's get straight into the video. As you may know, inflation has been through the roof this past year, and it's expected to remain high and potentially even increase over the course of 2022. Average inflation in 2021 was 4.7%, and the inflation rate has already hit 7.9% in 2022, with some expecting it to increase this year. So what does this mean for all of us? It means that our cash savings have been decreasing in value throughout 2021, a trend that is expected to continue. But I might have some good news. That designer handbag that you've been eyeing could be part of your solution to this inflation problem. You're probably wondering how a designer handbag could be a good investment. Well, let's talk about some of your investment alternatives. First, the stock market. Goldman Sachs is only predicting a 2.1% increase in the S&P 500 from its opening in January of 2022. With inflation set to outpace overall stock market gains for at least the next year, unless you're lucky enough to beat the market, stock investments are only marginally better than cash at this moment. The next most popular investment would be US Treasury bonds. According to Bloomberg, 5-year bond yields are only at about 2.1%, with 30-year bond yields at only 2.4%. And because of overall low interest rates, high-yield savings accounts are only offering less than 1% interest rates these days. And while real estate would be a good investment option, expected to keep up with inflation, usually a huge down payment and mortgage is required to purchase real estate, as well as recurring utility and maintenance costs. These options all sound pretty bad, right? What if I told you that the right designer handbag could maintain its value through inflation and actually help you save money in today's economic environment? That actually happens to be the case for a few designer handbags that have held their value historically over time. So before we get into the math, let's talk about which designer handbags make the best investments. A great resource for finding which brands and styles are currently holding their resale value is the Comprehensive Luxury Appraisal Index for Resale report. Otherwise known as CLAIR, this yearly report is released by the luxury bag resale company Rebag. I've linked their 2021 report along with all of the resources that I used to create this video in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. According to CLAIR, the best brands for resale are Hermès, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Saint Laurent, Gucci, and Christian Dior. It is well known throughout the industry that Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and Hermès have historically had the best resale value in the handbag market, with certain styles even beating the stock market in appreciation. Let's take a deeper look at these three brands to see which particular styles make the best investments. Let's start with Hermès. There's a reason why the CLAIR report calls Hermès the unicorn. Hermès bags are extremely hard to acquire, and most will retain or increase in value. The Hermès Birkin bag retails for anywhere between $9,000 and $150,000 and can see retail prices in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Hermès Kelly also retains or increases in value, and versions of both of these bags have been seen to outperform the S&P 500. Another handbag that has historically outperformed the stock market is the Chanel Medium Classic Flap in caviar leather. A representative from Les Prix noted that her version of this bag increased in value by 206% over a 10-year period, while the S&P 500 increased 49% over that period. Another Chanel bag worth considering is the Chanel Boy bag. While the Chanel boy bag retains 80 to 90% of its value, adjusted for inflation, it has joined the ranks of the classic flap and has maintained its popularity since it was released in 2011. In today's inflationary environment, even a bag that retains 80% of its value could be a better investment than cash. And according to Rebag's Claire report, the 19 flap bag, which was designed in 2019 to commemorate the death of Karl Lagerfeld, is currently selling for 110% of its value. And finally, we have Louis Vuitton. The popular Louis Vuitton Neverfull has been reported to maintain at least 85% of its value, all the way up to 120% of its value, with limited edition versions of the bag seeing up to double the resale value. According to Claire, the Neverfull, along with 4 other Louis Vuitton bags, hold an average of 125% of their value on the resale market. So now that we know how to find the projected resale value of a particular bag, let's do a little bit of math just to show why now is the best time for you to buy your designer handbag. So I'm going to use one very particular bag for this example. It is the Chanel Medium Classic Flap in caviar leather, which according to the Claire report maintains 97% of its value. On the resale market right now, it runs for about $8,000. So say you have $8,000 in cash right now that's not allocated to an emergency fund or a retirement fund. Assuming that the inflation rate averages at 5% over the next 3 years, we can use the future value equation to calculate the future value of that money in today's dollars. After 3 years with inflation at 5%, that $8,000 will only have the purchasing power of $6,859 in today's dollars. However, if you were to purchase a Chanel Classic Flap for $8,000 today, a bag which retains 97% of its value adjusted for inflation, that bag would be worth $7,760 in today's dollars after that 3-year period. That means that the Chanel Classic Flap bag would retain 13% more value than cash over this 3-year period. Plus, you get that bag that you've always wanted. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to think a little bit more about your financial future and how you can be financially savvy while also investing in items that you really love and will enjoy for years to come. If you're interested in checking out any of the handbags that I spoke about in this video, check the description box below. I've also included links to my blog, Instagram, and all of the resources that I used to create today's video. Did your favorite handbag end up on the list? If you liked this video or found it useful, please give it a like, and as always, please subscribe for more capsule wardrobe and personal style videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.